Hi, I'm Shane.
Yeah, and I'm Chris.
This is Chris, and I'm Shane. We're with Longview Lights. Today, we are showing you how to put string lights in your backyard, or wherever you want to put them. In your backyard, front yard, side yard, in your house, whatever, right? Wherever you want string lights. String lights, Bistro Lights, several names for these are string lights, Bistro Lights, cafe lights. You call them what you want, but what we know is they provide a pretty awesome ambiance for you in your backyard or your guests that you have coming over. So today we're going to show you exactly how to do that professionally. There's a lot of ways that you can do it. This is just the way that we found that works the best.
We're really excited about how this lighting project's going to just accent the pergola here and the pretty brick that this house has. And so at night it's going to be really pretty, going to be lit up for people to come out, enjoy their backyard, which is in a great little backyard.
So here we go, step by step, how to professionally install your string lights. First thing you'll need is your strand and bulbs. You have to buy these separate, so buy your strand and bulbs. 1000bulbs.com is a good place for you to get your strand and bulbs. The next thing you'll need is some 2 3/4 inch carabiners. However many places you're attaching, you'll need that amount of these 2 3/4 inch carabiners. Good pair of channel locks come in handy anytime, any place. Vinyl coated wire rope. This is 1/8 inch to 3/16 inch braided cable with the vinyl coating. Make sure you get the vinyl coated. You also need a good pair of cutters to cut that braided cable. 1.5 inch S hooks. This is what you're going to attach your lights to your braided cable with. An extension cord, cable clamps. Make sure the size matches with the size of the cable that you're getting. That's very important. You'll need an eye bolt, or however you're attaching your lights, make sure that they are attached securely. Today we're attaching to wood. We'll be using eye bolts. And very important, a drill. Drills are handy. You're going to need a 5/16 inch socket to attach the cable clamps to the cable. So you'll also need a ladder. And if you're setting your light somewhere where there's nothing to attach to, you're going to need to have a pole. Make sure you use a level to make sure that pole's straight, and dig it deep. We dug this pole 2.5 feet in and have 120 pounds of sacrete. The way this job is setting up, we're going to attach to the pergola there right by where the ladder is, and then bring the lights to the pole, and then we're going to go back to the other side of the pergola. Your job's going to be different. However, I just wanted to give you an idea of what we're doing here, so maybe to give you some ideas of what to do on your property and where to start. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is lay out your lights. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can go ahead and put your bulbs in the sockets, which I would not recommend. We did that because we already had this set made up from another job. I would recommend laying your strand out and then put the bulbs in so that nothing breaks. Next step is to hook your S hooks onto the strand and bend them shut with your channel lock. From there, you're going to lay out your braided cable and then clamp your S hooks from the lights onto the braided cable.
All right, so about ready to put our eye bolt in here. Going right into this wood, and it's always good to drill a little hole into there. That way, when you're first starting out, it won't be quite as hard to screw the eye bolt in. So, gonna make a little spot right here. Drill it. Probably go about 1 inch or so in. Then I'm gonna start my eye bolt. All right, just like that.
When you're ready to hang your lights, what we're going to do, this is the end of our wire where we've got our clamps on. It looks a little messy. This is the end of our wire where we've got our clamps on. We're going to take our braided cable. We're just going to make a loop, just about like that. We're going to take our cable clamps. You take your cable clamps, and this piece is called the saddle of the cable clamp. A good rule of thumb, a good saying is you never saddle a dead horse, okay? So this piece that's ending here is what we call the dead horse. Never put the saddle on the dead horse. Never saddle a dead horse. Remember that. Here's where your drill comes in handy again. want to really tighten this thing down. This is what's holding your lights up. You do not want this to fail. You do not want this to fail. That's what's holding your lights up. So what we're going to do, we always put 2 of these on there just for a fail-safe backup. Now we're going to take our carabiner, hook it on there, and put this up where Chris just put the eye bolt in the wood. After you get your carabiner on there, you're just going to tie your bulb wire to the carabiner. That's just holding it there. The braided cable is what's going to be holding all your weight. Alright, so here's the hard part. Chris has already got the one tied down in the middle. It's just looped through a carabiner on the pole. What we got to do here is we got to get it up there, tighten it up, and then loosen your clamps to be able to pull your wire through to tighten it up as you go. That sounds difficult because it is. So I'm going to kind of get a measurement of where I want my loop to be and take a guess at it first. Go right there. Alright, here we go. We're going to see how good my guess was when I pull this tight. Hopefully I don't fall off this ladder. So that's still a little loose. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This one right here, that strand right there, and you really can't tell from the camera view. Or you can, look at this one, it's higher than this one, so that means we got to pull more slack out. You can do this one of 2 ways. One way is just to get tough and tighten it up like I was talking about earlier. The other way is to have a turnbuckle, in which I do not have one of those today, but those are tremendously helpful. When you get done hanging your lights, the end of your wire is going to look like this. Just the end of a wire with nothing on it. When you order from 1000 Bulbs, they do not put males and females on for you. So you need to order males and females. This is SPT2, males and females. So SPT2 wire, you need SPT2 males and females. Let me demonstrate how this works. There's a little hole right here. You're going to slide this wire in that little hole at the end, fold it over, flatten it down, get in there real good, and then you're going to take this little cover that they sent you with the males and the females and just slide it on there. Bam, you're ready to go. Plug up and turn them on and enjoy your night. Alright, so the lights are done, everything is in place. You saw a video of the dimmer. That's just a dimmer that we like to use. Find one that you like to use, make sure it's LED approved if you're using LED lights. But here's the setup. Pretty simple job, just takes a little bit of labor and a little know-how, but walking you through it, I hope you'll be able to do it yourself. If you like what we've done here, please give us a thumbs up or a like, and subscribe to our channel or like us on Facebook.